Hey there, just picked a bunch of peppers and I'm going to can them, a recipe my brother-in-law gave me, and tried his from last year and they were great. So this is a recipe I'm going to use. We'll show you the recipe in a minute, but first of all, just got about a half a bushel of all different kinds. I've got some, those are called Marconi Reds. They're pretty sweet. They're not hot at all. They're pretty sweet when they get to the red stage, kind of like a bell pepper in the green stage. I do have a few golden, California Gold I believe they are. They're pretty small, but a few of them. I've got some poblanos. Those are, to me, a little hot. Some people say they're not hot. I guess I'm too much of a gringo. Got some jalapenos. Those are the jalapeno giganteas, which they haven't got all that big for me, but they are a little milder than a regular jalapeno. So those are giganteas. And then I've got some cayennes. And to me, the cayennes, once they turn red, are not quite as hot as they are when they're green. So I think the bigger peppers, I'm going to probably use quarts because they're so big. The smaller ones, probably pints, and I'm probably just going to do a mishmash of a little bit of everything. I may specialize maybe one or two with just with all the same kind of peppers, but then I think I'm going to, you know, like I say, these aren't hot, so I think I'll put a couple of jalapenos in there with them to spice them up a little bit. Anyway, I need to take the stems off, and then the big peppers, I'm going to just take a knife and just slit a hole or two in them. Just like that, just poke a hole or two in the big ones, not the cayennes, but I will these. Probably will slice that just to give a little color in the jar, and then we'll show you from there. Okay, I've washed them, and now all I'm doing is just taking the stems off. Just don't want the little stem on it, and then we'll pack them in the jars. Okay, I've got my peppers stuffed in the jars here, and I mean stuffed, and I have added my pickling spice, some salt, and what's it called, Pickle Crisp. Keeps your pickles and peppers crispy instead of getting soggy and mushy. I'm waiting on my brew to boil, which is vinegar, olive oil, and water, and I will put the specific amounts down in the description box below. And like I say, I kind of mixed them up. This one is pretty much cayennes all the way through, but the rest of them are a little bit of a montage between all the different peppers I picked, and I have still got a bunch of them over there. I think I'm gonna get some quart jars and do the rest of them in quarts, because packing them in pints is just too time consuming. So when it gets done, I will pour the boiling mixture in here and show you that. Okay, I'm pouring the hot brine in. And since I punctured some of the peppers, they're going to start absorbing some of this, so I will watch it. Even though it's full right now, it may not be full later, because as the peppers start to ingest the liquid, the liquid will probably go down some and have to be adjusted somewhat. Again, this is olive oil, water, for the brine. And if I don't have enough, I'm just going to top it off with water. I also had some water boiling on the stove and put the rings in there. Turned it off after it boiled. Put the rings in there to heat them up. I wiped off the top of the jar, as you always do, and cinch them up, put them in the canner. And we will process for 10 minutes in boiling water. This is a pressure canner, but I'm not going to put the lid on it. We're not going to pressure can. I'm just using it for a water bath. And then they will seal up, and I'll show you that. And here is the result. They're still a little warm. All of them have sealed. And there is a nice jar, in that case, of cayennes. And in this case, it's a little bit of everything. I've got some jalapenos, some marconis, some cayennes, a little sliver of bell. And so I think they're kind of pretty, and I know they're going to be good. And here's all of them. The next morning, olive sealed, and 16 pints. Again, some are just, I went back and did some that are just cayenne, and then I have some that are mixed with a lot of different kinds. 16 pints, that'll keep us for a little while. Okay, we're gone.